Good morning, Lupin friends. Happy Thursday. I apologize to you all. I missed making a video yesterday because we had a problem with our bathroom sink. It exploded all over with water and it's still broken and it's still a big mess and we had to order parts to fix it, but that's what I spent my day doing, so I did not get to make a video yesterday. So today I wanted to celebrate something special that we missed yesterday, and that is Kelly's birthday. Our friend in Lupin class, Kelly, turned 4 years old yesterday. So since the day he was born, the earth has gone around the sun 4 whole times. Wow. Happy birthday, Kelly, and congratulations. Let's all sing happy birthday to Kelly. Ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kelly. Happy birthday to you. I hope you had a really wonderful day, and I'm so sad that we didn't get to share a birthday circle with you. Maybe when we get to go back to school, we can have a birthday circle to celebrate you. So let's go ahead and do our mindful minute. Sit nice and tall. Take a deep breath. Any sounds you hear in the background or things going on, you just ignore it and focus on calming your body, getting oxygen to your heart and your brain. Straighten your spine nice and tall, vertebrates, and let's go. Thank you for taking a mindful minute with me, my friends. Let's go ahead and do calendar. The last time we did calendar together was Tuesday, but today is Thursday. So we have 2 numbers to fill in. So let's count how many days in March so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Yesterday was Wednesday. What number comes after 24? 25. Kelly's birthday was March 25th. What number comes after 25? 26. 2 tens, 6 units. Thursday. There are 7 days. There are 7 days. There are 7 days in the week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So today is Thursday, March 26, 2020. The last circle time we did, we talked about animals in Asia. We sang about the giant panda. We talked about hermit crabs, but Miss Lindy made a mistake. I told you when we talked about a bird with fancy feathers, who remembers what it's called? Peacock. That the peacock couldn't fly. But Phoebe's brother Joshua sent me a message and he said, Miss Lindy, I think you made a mistake. my knowledge is that peacocks can fly. So Miss Lindy looked it up and I did make a mistake. Peacocks can fly. Pretty special, even though their tail feathers are like 6 feet long. Crazy. They can fly. So thank you, Joshua, for sharing your knowledge with me. Today I wanted to read a book about one of the other animals that we talked about in Asia, and it's really special to me because we have 2 of these in our classroom that live in our classroom. Right now they live at Miss Lola's house, and they are hermit crabs. I also thought Mr. Kelly would really enjoy this book because it talks a lot about the ocean animals, and he has a lot of interest in ocean animals. So let's read this story. It's called A House for Hermit Crab, and the author and illustrator is Eric Carle. This author wrote a lot of books that you probably know, like The Very Hungry Caterpillar. You notice the art is pretty similar if you remember that book. Let's go ahead and begin. A House for Hermit Crab by Eric Carle. Can you see? Time to move, said Hermit Crab one day in January. I've grown too big for this little shell. He had felt safe and snug in his shell, but now it was too snug. Hermit Crab stepped out of his shell and onto the floor of the ocean. But it was frightening out in the open sea with no shell to hide in. What if a big fish comes along and attacks me, he thought. I must find a new house soon. Early in February, Hermit Crab found just the house he was looking for. It was a big shell and strong. He moved right in, wiggling and waggling about inside to see how it felt. It felt just right. But it looked so plain, thought Hermit Crab. In March, Hermit Crab met some sea anemones. They swayed gently back and forth in the water. How beautiful you are, said Hermit Crab. Would one of you be willing to come and live on my house? It's so plain. It needs you. I'll come, whispered a small sea anemone gently. Hermit Crab picked it up with his claws and put it on his shell. In April, Hermit Crab passed a flock of starfish moving slowly along the seafloor. How handsome are you, said Hermit Crab. Would one of you be willing to decorate my house? I would, signaled the little star. Carefully, Hermit Crab picked it up with his claws and he put it onto his house. In May, Hermit Crab discovered some coral. They were hard and didn't move. How pretty are you, said Hermit Crab. Would one of you be willing to help make my house more beautiful? I would, creaked a crusty coral. Gingerly, Hermit Crab picked it up with his claws and placed it onto his shell. In June, Hermit Crab came to a group of snails crawling over a rock on the ocean floor. They grazed as they went, picking up algae and bits of debris and leaving neat paths of slime behind them. How tidy and how hard-working you are, said Hermit Crab. Would one of you be willing to come and help clean my house? I would, offered one of the snails. Happily, Hermit Crab picked it up with his claws and placed it onto his shell. In July, Hermit Crab came upon several sea urchins. They had sharp, prickling needles. How fierce you look, said Hermit Crab. Would one of you be willing to protect my house? I would, answered a spiky sea urchin. Gratefully, Hermit Crab picked it up with his claws and placed it near his shell. In August, Hermit Crab and his friends wandered into a forest of seaweed. It's so dark in here, thought Hermit Crab. How dim it is, murmured the sea anemone. How gloomy it is, whispered the starfish. How murky it is, complained the coral. I can't see, said the snail. It feels like nighttime, said the sea urchin. In September, Hermit Crab spotted a school of lanternfish darting through the water. How bright you are, said Hermit Crab. Would you be willing to light up our house? I would, replied one of the lanternfish, and it swam over near the shell. In October, Hermit Crab approached a pile of smooth pebbles. How sturdy you are, said Hermit Crab. Would you mind if I rearranged you? Not at all, answered the pebbles. Hermit Crab picked them up one by one with his claws and built a wall around his shell. Now my house is perfect, declared Hermit Crab. But in November, Hermit Crab felt that his shell seemed a bit too small. Little by little, over the year, Hermit Crab had grown. Soon he would have to find another, bigger home. But he had come to love his friends, the sea anemone, the starfish, the coral, the sea urchin, the snail, the lanternfish, and even the smooth pebbles. They have been so good to me, thought Hermit Crab. They are like a family. How can I ever leave them? In December, a smaller hermit crab passed by. I've outgrown my shell, she said. Would you know of a place for me? I've outgrown my house too, answered Hermit Crab. I must move on. You are welcome to live here, but you must promise to be good to my friends. I will, said the little crab. The following January, Hermit Crab stepped out, and the little crab moved in. Couldn't stay in that shell forever, said Hermit Crab as he waved goodbye. The ocean floor looked wider than he had remembered, but Hermit Crab wasn't afraid. Soon he spied the perfect house, a big, empty shell. It looked, well, a little plain. But sponges, he thought, barnacles, clownfish, sand dollars, electric eels. Oh, there's so many possibilities. I can't wait to get started. The end. Thank you for reading with me, friends. I hope to see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day.